Welcome to Swayam course on urban local governance. I am Dr. Marcelin and today we are going to discuss about the 74th Constitutional Amendment. The 74th Constitutional Amendment Act was introduced in 1992 for the municipalities or the local bodies as constitutional entities. The 74th Amendment Act aimed to create institutional framework to let in grassroots democracy or democratic decentralization through self-governing local bodies in urban areas of our country. The 74th Amendment Act aimed to create institutional framework to let in grassroots democracy or democratic decentralization through self-governing local bodies in urban areas of our country. The 74th Amendment has added a new Part 9A to the Constitution of India. This part is entitled as the municipalities and consists of provisions from Articles 243P to 243ZG. Additionally, the Act has also added a new 12th schedule of the Constitution. This schedule contains 18 functional units of municipalities. It also gave the urban local bodies the power to exercise the 18 functions listed in the 12th schedule of the Indian Constitution. The Act has brought municipalities under the purview of the justiciable part of the Constitution. In other words, state government are under constitutional obligation to adopt the new system of municipalities in accordance with the provisions of the Act. It aims at revitalizing, strengthening the urban governance so that they can function effectively as units of local government. The Act, it deals with urban local bodies, decentralization of power and authority. The objective is for granting constitutional status to the municipalities to strengthen the local governments, and the Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, it brings in constitutional provisions Part 9A articles from 243P to 243ZG. Schedule 12th of the Constitution is added. There are 3 local governments for urban areas: the municipal corporation, municipal council and the Nagar Panchayat. Let's talk about the evolution of urban bodies. The institution of urban local government originated and developed in modern India during the period of British rule. The major events in this context are as follows. In 1687 to 88, the first municipal corporation in India was set up at Madras. In 1726, municipal corporations were set up in Bombay and Calcutta. Lord Mayo's resolution of 1870 on financial decentralization visualized the development of local self-government institutions. Lord Ripon's resolution of 1882 has been hailed as the Magna Carta of local self-government. He is called the father of local self-government in India. The Royal Commission on Decentralization was appointed in 1907 with the chairman was Hobhouse, and it was allowed to submit the report in 1909. Under the diarchy scheme introduced in provinces by the Government of India 1919, local self-government became a transferred subject under the charge of a responsible Indian minister. In 1924, Cantonments Act was passed by the central legislature. Under the Provincial Autonomy Scheme introduced by the Government of Indian Act of 1935, local self-government was declared a provincial subject. Let's go to the historical background of this Amendment Act. In 1989, the Rajiv Gandhi government introduced the 65th Constitutional Amendment Bill, Nagarpalika Bill, in the Lok Sabha. The bill aimed at strengthening, revamping municipal bodies by conferring constitutional status on them. Although the bill was passed in the Lok Sabha, it was defeated in the Rajya Sabha in October 1989, hence it lapsed. The National Front government under VP Singh introduced the revised Nagarpalika Bill in the Lok Sabha again in the year 1990. However, the bill was not passed and finally lapsed to the dissolution of the Lok Sabha. P.V. Narasimha Rao government also introduced the Modified Municipalities Bill in the Lok Sabha in 1991. It finally emerged as the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 came into force on 1st June 1993. Can you choose the right answer? Which part and schedule of the Indian Constitution, the 74th Amendment, was added in 1992? The options are Part 9 and 11th Schedule, B. Part 7 and 9th Schedule, Part 8 and 10th Schedule, Part 9A and 12th Schedule. The right answer is Part 9A and 12th Schedule. Let us go to the reasons for the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. Urban areas and their governance have always been a subject of interest and have traversed various territories, sometimes slippery, sometimes firm, but always a matter of discussion and a favorite for policy makers. Efforts have been made by the government repeatedly to create smooth and efficient ways of managing urban affairs. Another leap in this direction was the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992. At the time, it was considered a path-breaking amendment because it aimed at the creation of local governments and dissolution of powers to them in the respective states. It outlined a broad framework of institutions and acts as ultimately bridging the gap between the government and the governed. The 73rd Amendment Act is also known as a sister act. It tries to create a stronger active bodies at the local level in the rural areas. Objectives of the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. The Act grants municipalities constitutional status. It has brought them under the purview of the Constitution's justiciable provisions. In other words, the government, the state government, has a constitutional obligation to implement the new municipal system in accordance with the provisions of the Act. The Act's goal is to revitalize, strengthen municipal government so that they function effectively as units of local government. Going to the constitutional provisions, it was passed by the Parliament in December 1992, came into force on 1st June 1993, adding Part 9A from Article 243P to 243ZG and the 12th schedule in the Constitution. The 74th Amendment provided a uniform law for all the municipalities in the nation. Article 243Q mentions the constitution of municipalities, that is the Nagar Panchayat, Municipal Council and Municipal Corporation. Article 243R mentions the composition of municipality. It states that all the members are directly elected by the people of the municipal area, which is divided into territorial constituency known as wards. Article 243S mentions about constitution and composition of ward committees of wards who represent that ward in the municipality. Article 243T deals with the reservation of seats in every municipality. Article 243U mentions the duration of municipalities. Article 243V mentions the grounds for disqualification of the members of municipality. Article 243W deals with the powers, authorities and responsibilities of municipalities that include urban planning, financial and social development and so on. Article 243X states that the Constitution has left it open to the legislature of a state to specify by law matters relating to the imposition of tax. Article 243Y provides for the constitution of the Finance Commission, which will give the opinion on distribution of finances between the state and the municipality and will determine the aid subsidies. Article 243ZA provides for establishment of a state election commission independent of which the Election Commission of India. It conducts election for every municipal corporation for a term of 5 years. Article 243ZC says that Provisions of Part 9 are not applicable to scheduled areas referred in Article 244, which includes Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. It is also not applicable to the area under Darjeeling Gorkha Hill Council. Article 243ZE says that there will be a Metropolitan Planning Committee in every metropolitan region to set up a draft improvement plan for the metropolitan region overall. The features of the 74th Amendment Act, it includes Constitution of Municipalities. The Act provides for the constitution of 3 types of municipalities depending upon the size and the area in every state. Nagar Panchayat for an area in transition from rural to the urban area, Municipal Council for smaller urban area and Municipal Corporation for a larger urban area. The significance of this Act is towns and cities constitute substantially to the economic development of the country. These urban centers play an important support role in the development of the rural hinterland. To keep the economic transformation in line with the needs and realities at the grassroots level, it is necessary that people and their representatives, they are fully involved in the planning and implementation of programs at the local level. If democracy in parliament and state legislature is to remain strong and stable, the roots must reach towns and villages where the people live. The composition of municipality. The seat shall be filled by direct elections. For this purpose, each municipal area is divided into territorial constituency known as the wards. The state legislature provides the manner in which the election has to be conducted. It also provides representation of the following persons in a municipality: persons having special knowledge, experience in municipal administration without the right to vote in the meetings of the municipality. The members of Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly representing constituencies that comprise wholly or partly the municipal area. The members of the Rajya Sabha and the State Legislative Council registered as electors within the municipal area. The chairperson of committees other than the ward committees. Let's go to the constitution of ward committees. This provides for the constitution of ward committees in all municipalities with a population of 3 lakh or more. Reservation of seats. The Act provides for the reservation of seats for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe in every municipality in the proportion of the population to the total population in the municipal area. Further, it provides for the reservation of not less than 1/3 of the total number of seats for women, including the number of seats reserved for women belonging to the SC and STs. The state legislature may provide for the manner of reservation of office of chairperson in the municipality for SCs, STs and women. It may also make any provision for the reservation of seats in any municipality or office of chairperson in municipalities in favor of the backward class 2. Duration of municipalities. The municipality has a fixed term of 5 years from the date appointed from its first meeting. Elections to constitute a municipality are required to be completed before the expiration of the duration of municipality. If the municipality is dissolved before the expiry of 5 years, the election for constituting a new municipality are required to be completed within a period of 6 months from the date of dissolution. The powers and functions of the municipalities. All municipalities would be empowered with such powers and responsibilities as will be necessary to enable them to function in an effective institution of self-government. The state legislature may, by law, specify what powers and responsibilities should be given to the municipality in respect of preparation of plans for economic development and social justice and for implementation of schemes. An illustrative list of functions that may be entrusted to the municipalities are given in the 12th schedule of the Constitution. Finances of the municipalities. It is left to the legislature of a state to specify by law matters relating to imposition of taxes. It includes taxes, duties, fees, etc. which could be levied and collected by the municipalities as per the procedure to be laid down by the state law. Taxes, duties, fees which would be levied and collected by the state government, and a share is passed on to the municipalities. Finances of municipality, grants in aid that would be given to the municipalities from the state, constitution of funds for crediting and withdrawal of money by the municipality. Coming to the Finance Commission, it is constituted under Article 243I to review the financial position of Panchayat Raj institutions. It also reviews the financial position of the municipalities and recommends to the governor. The recommendations will cover the following: the distribution between the state government and the municipality of the net proceeds of taxes, duties, tolls, fees leviable by the state. Allocation of share of such proceeds between municipality at all levels in the state, determination of taxes, duties, tolls and fees to be assigned or appropriated by the municipalities, grants in aid to municipalities from the Consolidated Fund of India, measures needed to improve the financial position of the municipalities. The governor shall place the recommendations of the Finance Commission along with the action. Now, let us go to the election of municipalities. The superintendence, direction, control and preparation of the electoral rolls for the conduct of all elections to the Panchayat and municipalities will be vested in the State Election Commission. Audit and accounts. The maintenance of accounts of the municipalities and other audits shall be done in accordance with the provisions in the state law. The state legislature will be free to make appropriate provision in this regard depending upon the local needs and institutional framework available for the purpose. Coming to the Committee for District Planning, every state constitute in the district level a district planning committee to consolidate the plans which are prepared by the panchayat and municipalities in the district and to prepare a draft development plan for the district as a whole. Planning and allocation of resources at the district level for the Panchayat Raj institutions are normally done by the Zilla Parishad. Metropolitan Planning Committee. Every metropolitan area will have a Metropolitan Planning Committee to prepare a draft development plan. The Act which bars the interference by courts in the electoral matters of municipality, it declares the validity of any law relating to the delimitation of constituency or allotment of seats to such constituencies cannot be questioned in any court of law. It further lays down that no election to any municipality is to be questioned except by an election petition presented to such authority and in such a manner provided by the state legislature. Now, the types of urban governance, there are 8 types of urban local bodies which are created for India: municipal corporation, municipality, notified area committees, town area committee, cantonment board, township, port trust, special purpose agencies. Coming to the municipal revenue, there are 5 sources of income of the urban local bodies. They are tax revenue, non-tax revenue, grants, devolution and loans. Let us recollect. The source of municipal revenue are tax revenue, non-tax revenue, fill in the gaps, dash, devolution and. The right answer, I hope you would have guessed, it is the grants and loans. Coming to the 12th schedule of the Constitution which deals about the powers and responsibilities of municipality, the subjects include urban planning including town planning, regulation of fund for construction of buildings, planning for economic and social development, roads and bridges, water supply for domestic purpose, public health, sanitation, conservancy, solid waste management, fire service, as well as urban forestry, protection of environment and promotion of ecological aspects, safeguarding the interest of the weaker sections of society including handicapped and mentally retarded, slum improvement and upgradation, urban poverty alleviation, provision of urban amenities and facilities such as the parks, gardens, playgrounds, and promotion of cultural, educational and aesthetic aspects, burial and burial grounds, cremation grounds and electric crematoriums, cattle ponds, prevention and cruelty to animals, vital statistics including registration of births and deaths, public amenities including street lights, parking, bus stops, public convenience, and finally regulation of slaughterhouses and tanneries. All this you can see in this slide. In the 12th schedule, all the 18 functions are included. Now, coming to the end, the 74th Amendment Act planning and initiation timeline you can see in the picture. Now, let us come to the planning and the initiation timeline of the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992. In the year 1991, introduction of bill in Parliament as the 73rd Amendment, you will find that the Constitution 73rd Amendment Bill was introduced in the Parliament in 1991, which was referred to the joint parliamentary committees with members from both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha for consideration. The committees held several sittings and also took oral evidence and written comments from various organizations and individuals. The bill, as reported by the Joint Parliamentary Committee, was taken up for consideration and passed by the Lok Sabha on 22nd December 1992, by the Rajya Sabha on 23rd December 1992. You will find that both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha considerations of the Joint Parliamentary Committee took place with the inputs from various organizations and individuals. 22nd December 1992, the bill was passed by Lok Sabha and the bill was passed by the Rajya Sabha on 23rd December 1992. Now, coming back to 20th April 1993, you will find it received the President's assent and was published in the Government Gazette. Yes, it has to come into existence only when the President signs, and was published in the Government Gazette on 20th April 1993 as the Constitution 74th Amendment Act of 1992. And again we will find that it came into effect for implementation on 1st June 1993. The Constitution 74th Amendment Act relating to urban local government was passed by the Parliament in 1992. This amendment is also known as the Nagarpalika Act. It came into force on 1st June 1993. It has given constitutional status to the urban local governments and brought them under the justifiable part of the Constitution. Before I wind up, a quick summary of the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. It came into existence on the 1st of June 1993, but so much of work has been done throughout by various governments to bring it to life, and that's how the Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 gave a constitutional status, and all the local bodies, urban local bodies, which are very important for the economic development of the country, with the existence of the Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, which plays a major role reaching all the people throughout the country, and there was a connection between the government and the government. It's always very easy to reach people at the field level, and that's how the Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 brought in the more power to the urban local bodies. The urban local bodies are very much with the people, they work with the people. That's how we anxiously wait for the elections of the urban local bodies, and moreover the urban local bodies, people are approachable, more reachable, more accessible, and all kind of activities, our day-to-day life is basically done only by the urban local bodies. You will find everything in part 9A of the Constitution as well as the 12th schedule of the Constitution, and that's all about the Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, which is the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, which deals about giving powers to the urban local bodies. Thank you.